You are listening to an interview with a featured Pride of Dakota member.
Hi, this is Sarah Kelch, and today I'm sitting down with Larry Town with Centerpiece of Centerpieces. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you.
So tell us about your business.
Well, Centerpiece of Centerpiece, I just got a patent on it here just recently, less than about a month ago, actually. It took almost 2.5 years to get the patent. And it's more than a one-fold product. It's the Centerpiece of Centerpieces kind of throws a person off because actually the most important part of the centerpiece is a vase within a vase. And the vase within a vase allows the centerpiece or allows the vase to house pictures. And it also allows it to house favors. And then you can also put the written word, poems, verses, or whatever. And then it also houses, on the top part of it, floral arrangements, either silk or real or bouquets or however they want to do it. And then the main part of it, and this is where the centerpiece comes involved, that centerpiece holder of the vase within the vase comes involved, is it houses 8 vases. Okay, and at a function, it ends up being a keepsake because each one comes apart and it goes with them. So here you have a beautiful centerpiece sitting in the middle of the table, which actually comes apart, and some people actually fight over it because they want it, especially if you put like different candies in, different flavors in it. Well, hey, I wanted that kind of chocolate, or I wanted the dark chocolate. We had one lady kind of got upset with the other lady because she wanted the other kind of chocolate. So And the centerpiece itself is versatile because it moves back and forth a little bit, so it'll accommodate different sized flowers. And you can also put a tower in it if you want, with flowers on top of the tower. And that seems to be kind of the craze right now because if you see a lot of centerpieces, they'll either have another vase in the middle. Well, this will accommodate all that. So it's very unique. I've had some people, since I've had the patent out, which came out of the woodwork, are kind of interested in my product. And then I don't know which way I really want to go now with all this extra action on me. I really want to go for the internet market myself, and I want to do the wedding market is what I want to go for. Sure. But a lot of people that are coming towards me, they're saying, well, the vase within a vase all by itself is a nice product, and they're looking for like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, and so forth and so on, and kind of do a nationwide thing. And so I'm kind of going, well, maybe if these other companies want to do that, and I can let them have that end, and I can take the other end, that's the direction I may go in. And they're talking like a 3-year contract is what they want to do, and I know they usually will probably flood the market. That's usually what they want to do when they go with the 3-year contract. But I just want to kind of do the wedding type thing myself.
Sure. So I have to ask, how'd you come up with this idea?
Well, I've been in the floral business on and off for years. I used to have the wood roses. A lot of people know me for that in the malls. I've done malls all over the United States, mostly in the Dakotas. I also have the hanging glass wind chimes. People have seen that for years. I've actually manufactured a glass greeting card. I've been manufacturing that for years. As a matter of fact, I wish I had gotten that patented way back when, but they do have patent rules and regulations, which I wasn't aware of back then, that if you do develop a product and then you sell the product and you don't patent it within a year's period of time, it's supposedly not supposed to be patentable.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, you keep on learning things that you never known. Otherwise, I would have went and patented the glass greeting cards. Mm-hmm. And then I've sold other products in the malls, mostly floral. And it's been mostly at Christmas time, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and things like that. However, I am actually a contractor.
Oh, okay. So the idea just popped in your head one night, or you've kind of been monkeying with it?
No, I've been kind of monkeying with other things, with the other floral stuff that I've had. And I actually had a piece of styrofoam. It was a ball, and I cut it in half. And I said, this would be nice if I could put these vases in here. And that's actually how it started. So I drilled some holes in the styrofoam, put some regular Libby bud vases into the styrofoam. And I said, this is kind of neat. I said, put a little stripe around here, some different colors, and I put some flowers in it. And then I had a plastic tube that I was working with, and with another floral arrangement that I had that had bubbles that you'd put together for rooting plants and stuff. I tried to fit that inside of a plastic vase. Well, that didn't quite work. It would twist and go around. And I said to myself, gee, if I only had a vase within a vase, all of a sudden the light bulb came on. And I said, this had to be patented. Somebody's had to have already invented this. So I went on the internet and took a look, and and looked at some stuff, and I saw some stuff kind of similar, but not really. I says, well, what's it going to cost me? By the way, a little over $8,000 to find out what was involved here. Is this patentable? And I got a hold of some preliminary stuff with a patent lawyer out of Fargo, as a matter of fact, and the initial cost was $4,000. Just to do a patent search and all this to find out if this was patentable. And he says, yeah, I think you got something here that's patentable. And then I went through, and then I did hear about 6 months ago, they did have a concern about a couple of words in the patent, because somebody did have a patent for some kind of tube for whatever, and then they also could use it for, but it was a tube. Okay, and see, mine is different. Mine houses different things. It's a whole different ball game than what this other person had done. And then, of course, their patent was like 70 years ago, to kind of give you an idea. And at that time, they didn't have the products we have today. They didn't have the plastics back then. Okay, they didn't have the glues that we have today back then. They had these glue dots, which I use extensively in my product. I mean, there's so many things that have been invented just in the last 10, 20 years that weren't available way back then. And a lot of people, just because so many of these products have been around, just automatically assumed that somebody had already patented it, and here nobody's ever patented it.
Oh, crazy. So you're relatively new. I know you participated at the Bismarck show. That was more of a fact-finding, or...
Yeah, that was more of a fact-finding, but I've been working with my general patent for over almost 3 years, actually 3.5 years. But it's evolved in that 3.5 years. It's gotten better and better and better and better. It's got to the point where there's not too much more that I can figure, although somebody would always come up with something different. The product is so unbelievable versatile. There's so many things you can do with it. I did one for Christmas here last year, and everybody took the gift home with them. They liked it, and they keep it. They want it, and that really turned out nice. Then this summer, I did a surprise birthday party for my wife, over the hill one.
Yeah, of course.
Any dates over the hill, if you know what I'm saying. As long as you're over one, it's over the hill. Yeah. And it was very cute, and everybody liked it, and everybody took one with them. What happened with the birthday one, because I had over the hill balloons on it, okay, and I had different verses on it, and the people over there all levitated to one particular verse that was in the centerpiece. Of all 8 centerpieces had a different verse in it. Okay, but there's one that they picked out that they liked, because I had about 3 centerpieces, so that was 24 centerpieces, and that was only 3 of them that had that specific verse in it, and I actually had to make some more and give them to the other people. And that was, hey, I've fallen, and I can't, hey, nice carpet. And they really liked that one. I've experimented before with other people. The response, even at the show, was extremely good. I had people fill out, just trying to get some information of what they liked, and I asked the question of all the products, which one you like the best, which one you like the least. Most of them had a hard time, which made me feel good, but I wanted the true information. They says, well, there's not one here I really don't like, you know. And the same thing with what they like about it. Do you like the fact that it's a keepsake? Do you like the fact you can put pictures in it? Do you like the fact of candies? And I had them rate it 1 to 5, because there's basically 5 features there. You like the fact that you can put flowers. You can also put ribbon and lace and bows and stuff on top of them, which gives us the ability, because we have a wedding ribbon you can put on top. Well, the wedding ribbon's white. However, there's over 60 colors of lace and everything else that you can put with it. So for in a wedding setting, you can do almost anything you want with it. And then also you can put for baby showers and baby pictures. I haven't had the time. I was planning on going to some places and showing them my product. And would you be interested in this? I've been thinking about going to the hospitals, haven't been there yet, and just say, for the newborns, this would be perfect. Here they get a picture, they get some favors, and they get a ribbon and stuff on top, and they hand it to, but I haven't gone there yet.
So are you selling them for weddings and special events, or is it more?
That's what I'm working on now. That's what my main goal is. Okay. I'm actually looking possibly for some investors. I just don't quite know where I'm at, because things have kind of hit me fast right now after I've gotten the patent. I didn't expect to hear from these other companies, from these other locations. So I'm kind of trying to find out what's going to happen there, what's going to work there, and what makes more sense from which direction I really want to go in.
Do you have a web presence at all? Or?
I'm working on the website right now. It's more difficult than I thought, because too many aspects of my product, and I have to decide, well, which market do I really want to go for? So now I'm targeting just the wedding market, and I'm going to try to let the other stuff go. And then I've also got to be concerned if these other people wanted to get part of that license, what I can work out with them so I don't get myself in trouble, and so I can go for my Pacific market that I want to go for. Now, as far as the other one is, I know it's huge and I know it's large, but I don't know if it makes sense for me to try to be everything to everybody. I just probably do one thing. I've actually thought about franchising it, but I mean, we're talking about how much time does that take? I'm kind of getting up there in years too. I don't know if I want to be messing with all this stuff. Let somebody else take some of the other stuff over.
So you got a lot of plans in the works, it sounds like.
Almost too many. But.
Well, we're anxious to see what happens with your product, and we'd love for you to come back in and give us an update sometime soon.
Well, I'll be at the Pride of Dakota show, so.
Sounds great. Thanks, Larry. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
To learn more about this featured Pride of Dakota member, visit our website, prideofdakota.com. To become a featured Pride of Dakota member, send an email to prideofdakota@gmail.com. To listen to the full podcast of North Dakota Now, click on the podcast link on our website, prideofdakota.com. Thanks for listening.